Alright, Nintendo just dropped the 12.0 patch notes, and they have some pretty good stuff here. So they buffed Marth, they buffed Young Link, they buffed Olimar, they buffed Rosalina, Me Brawler, Me Sword Fighter, Me Gunner, Ryu, Bayonetta, Banjo and Kazooie. They nerfed Min Min. It seems like they changed something on Steve. I don't exactly know what that means, but we'll get more into that when we get to Steve. Pyra and Mithra got some changes. Mithra got a nerf on her air dodge. I don't know if that is her normal air dodge or her little warp move. I'm not sure. So, anyways, let's take it all the way back from the top. So Marth got a increase on the power from the high damage window, which is, I assume, the tipper, for his dash attack. He also received the launch distance, distance was extended, so when he hits you with the sweet spot on his dash attack, you'll go further. And they also made it easier to land the sweet spot. Now, I don't know if that's what high damage window means, but I assume that that's what that means. Other than maybe the strong hit, but again, the strong hit would be the tipper. So, Marth's up tilt increased power in the high damage window, extended launch distance in the high damage window, and made it easier to hit in the high damage window. So again, everything from the dash attack just got copy and pasted onto his up tilt. And then finally, down tilt, which is where he does the little poke and prod across the ground, made it easier to hit in the high damage window. So, again, if we assume that the high damage window is the tipper, that means that Marth is easier to hit the tipper with his down tilt. Now, all across his buffs, he got they made it easier to hit the tipper, which is good, because Marth is overshadowed by literally every other sword fighter in the game. And it's pretty sad considering he was the original. Well, I don't know. I mean, technically Link, because Marth wasn't in 64. But, yeah. And then we have Young Link, where it's easier for his up smash to hit multiple times. So, up smash is one of Toon Link's easier kill options. Maybe not his most reliable, because smash attacks can be a little bit hard to land on opponents who tend to, know that they're coming. But it makes it harder for them to fall out of it, or maybe it's easier for them to get stuck in it. Either way, it increases... did I say Toon Link? Toon Link, I meant Young Link. It increases Young Link's capability to kill, which is always good. Olimar increases the amount of time hit detection lasts for the high damage window of his side smash. So when I first read this, I got a little bit confused, because I thought, well, the way they word it, it kind of makes it seem like the hitbox for it stays out longer, because I never really noticed a weak hit for Olimar's smash attacks. But it also uses the same wording, high damage window, for Olimar that it did for Marth, which makes me think that it means that it makes me believe that there is a strong hit and a weak hit. I don't play a lot of Olimar. I don't really know a whole lot about Olimar, so excuse me if I don't know what I'm talking about, because I probably don't. It seems like they made it so his strong hit lasts longer, so you're less likely to get the weak hit, and probably easier to kill with said forward smash or side smash, whatever. And then Rosalina and Luma got more of a change than a buff or a nerf. Made it so Luma will be in front when using the move in reverse. Now, the wording with this is a little weird, but what makes me think, or based on the wording, it makes me think that when Luma, or when you use Rosalina and Luma's side B, which is where they shoot the little star bits out of Luma, Luma goes to, like, kind of goes to where you're facing. So if Luma's behind you, and you're facing away from Luma, Luma's gonna run to your front or something like that. I don't actually know. I'm not a Rosalina or Luma player. So if there's any Rosalina or Luma players, and again, same with Olimar, please leave something in the comments to correct me if I am mistaken on how their wording is, because it's confusing me a little bit. And then we get to the Miis, who all three of them got some pretty good stuff. Mii Brawler increased attack range in the front for neutral special 2. Excuse me. So which means the neutral special option 2, the attack range is further out, so it's a little bit easier to hit from your hitbox or your character. Side special 1, or did I say side special 2? I meant neutral special. I think that is the punch, right? The rapid punch, which is pretty good because that's a pretty good kill move if you can land it, of course. Mii Brawler side special 1, which is increased power and extended launch distance. And then Mii Brawler down special 1, increased power against shields and extended launch distance. Down special 1 is the flip kick. I think. Now the increased power against shields makes me think that it's the head slam. But if I remember correctly, that is the bottom option. But I could be wrong. And then Mii Sword Fighter got some stuff. Side special 1, increased power and extended launch distance. I believe that is where he does the spinning flip through the air. Up special 1, increased power of the last hit and extended launch distance of the last hit. Mii Sword Fighter down special 1, increased invincibility speed and increased speed for the counter detection and reduced vulnerability when the attack hits. So that's his counter, which means it's better to use. It comes out faster. The counter detection, or the invincibility of it is out sooner. The counter detection comes out sooner, and there's less lag when someone hits you. So let's say you get hit by an attack, and it procs the counter, but you don't hit them because they space you out or something. There's less end lag for them to punish you with. And then Mii Sword Fighter down special 3, which is increased attack speed. I think this is the rainbow twirl, where it works as a reflector, similar to the Mario cape, and it also turns combatants around. Mii Gunner neutral special 2, increase the amount of time for additional button inputs to continuously use attacks, which I don't know. I think that is the laser beam that's like Falco's, so you could shoot it faster. Mii Gunner up special 1, increased attack speed. I have no idea what Mii Gunner up special 1 is. I have no idea. I'm not even going to pretend to know. I'll try to show clips of all the different moves that they're referencing in the patch notes. Mii Gunner up special 2 extended the invincibility time, which is pretty good. All of recovery options being buffed is a good thing, no matter what the buff is to the recovery option. It's just always a boon. And down special 3, which is reduced vulnerability. I think that's the reflector, the Fox reflector. Ryu neutral special made it easier to hit multiple times when hitting an opponent on the ground with, I'm not even going to, with Hadouken, or Hadoken, whatever, which is the fireball. And I believe that version of the fireball is the actual red fireball, the one that requires the input and not the regular neutral special, which does not require input. So it's a buff to something that Ryu players, or most Ryu players, tend to generally use a lot anyways, because from what I've seen, Ryu is a very footsie-based character. Bayonetta, flurry attack to KO, adjusted launch angle, and extended launch distance. So her rapid jab, it seems like they want it to be a kill option, at least at some percent. Most rapid jabs are a kill option, but at very high percents, like 130, 150. Bayonetta down smash attack, increased attack speed, which means it starts up and comes out quicker, which is, good. It gives her a kill option without having to go off stage. She could probably two-frame with it, I assume. Bayonetta down special, which is her witch time. Increase the amount of time the opponent gets slowed when used against a projectile. So they're probably trying to keep it up to par with Mithra's little too slow move, the little warp that she has. Where if she when Mithra uses that against a projectile, she can pretty much close the distance very fast, and then all of a sudden the projectile users at a disadvantage because, well, they decided to use their primary source of attack. How dare they? And it seems like they want Bayonetta to be in a similar ballpark, or at least make it so she doesn't feel, or make it so Bayonetta players feel like it's a valuable option to use against projectiles, so they have an easier time getting in, which is fair. And now, the part that I was really excited about is the Banjo and Kazooie buffs. I don't play Banjo a lot, but out of all the DLC characters to have came out, Banjo is my favorite, and I enjoy playing him. Up tilt, extended launch distance, which tells me that it kills sooner, which is great, because up tilt for Banjo is a really good kill option if you bury people. So I assume what they want it to, what they are doing this for is that Banjo has an easier time killing, which is great, because he needs it. Honestly, he really does. Side smash, extended launch distance, which is where he slams the bird on the ground like a bat. Again, another kill option is being buffed, which is great because he needs it. Do more of that. And then finally, back air attack, adjusted launch angle, and maintained launch distance. So what it means by maintained launch distance, I think it means that the distance that you go from back air has not changed. It's the same as it was, but the angle that you're launched at is different, but you still go the same distance. I'm sure I explained that poorly, but... So before, when you got hit by Banjo and Kazooie's back air, you could do... Or if you just hit him with it and you didn't do the drag down, it always kind of sent them at a... It was more like a poking tool where you were like, back up. This is my space. I played a little bit with it, actually, against my friends about a half hour ago. And there were a couple situations where I was able to hit them onto the platform of PS2, and they missed the tech, and I could get a... Well, if you fast fall, of course. I would fast fall with the back air. They would get knocked away. They would land on a platform of PS2, and I was able to, if I fast fell correctly and did my movement sufficiently, I could get underneath the platform and up tilt. As well as you could probably land next to them, shield if you think they're going to get up attack, and then you up smash, something like that. It just makes it so you could follow up off the back air a little bit better. And then Min Min got some nerfs, which Japan will probably be very happy about because they do not like Min Min, and there has been a slight rise in Min Min play in the western side of the Smash community. I don't know about Europe, but in America there's been a couple more Min Mins popping up. One that instantly comes to mind is DeBuzz. And DeBuzz is a really good player. And if he picks up Min Min, then, she's got something. Not that I'm discrediting players from other regions. Because some of the Min players in Japan, they will wall you out, and there's like nothing you can do. It's pretty disgusting, but such is the way of the game. So Min's up smash, decreased attack speed, which means it doesn't go out as fast, and decrease the speed of the reflection detection. So Min's up smash is a reflector. It reflects projectiles. Yes, you heard me right. It reflects projectiles from in front of her to above her. So let's say you are like Peach or Diddy Kong, and you're above Min trying to approach and set something up with your turnip or your banana. You throw it down, and Min up smashes. It's going to fly back at you, and it's going to ruin your combo, which sucks. And also, Min's up smash shortened the launch distance, which means it's not going to kill as soon, and it's not going to send you as far away, so when you do get hit by it, you still have a relatively okay chance of counterattacking. I wouldn't run straight at her again, but, you know, it helps. But this also means that Min, depending on how much of a shortened launch distance it is, and how long you're in hit stun after getting hit, she might be able to follow up with something. I'm sure Min players will figure something out, if there's something there. And then Min up special, decrease the speed of the edge grab range detection. So Min's up B is pretty much the same as Byleth's, except Byleth's is crazy magnetic, and it latches onto the ledge way farther away than where it's reaching. And Min's was kind of in that range, not as extreme as Byleth's, but it was there. And they made it so it's easier to edgeguard her because they want Min to have a vulnerability period. When she's in disadvantage, or when someone gets in on her, they want her to be punished for letting the opponent get in, because that's supposed to be her weakness. And then Steve and Alex, the Minecraft people, I'm just going to call it Steve because Alex doesn't really matter, adjusted the behavior to prevent certain situations where the opposing fighter would get hit by the minecart, become trapped, and then sometimes go through the landscape. I have no idea what that means. I'm going to assume there was some kind of bug or glitch or something where the minecart would dip off the cliff a little bit sooner than intended. Yeah, I don't know what that means. It's very specific wording, and the words they use to be very specific, I have no idea how it would... I just have no idea. I'm not even going to try. And then Pyra's neutral attack 2 extended the amount of time opponents will be in the damage animation when hit with the tip of the attack. Neutral attack is jab. So neutral attack 2 is the second part of her jab. Probably to make it so she has an easier time connecting her jab when she hits it. I guess there was an issue with opponents falling out or being able to shield or something when that wasn't supposed to be an option. And Pyra's smash attack. Reduce the detection for pushing opponents while charging. I don't know what that means. It sounds like there was a win box or something. I'd never noticed it, but that, you know, that's a nerf that happened, or buff, whichever way it is. I actually don't know. And then Mithra, moving air dodge, shorten invincibility time. This is exactly what I talked about at the start, where I assume it's her little warp air dodge move that is getting the nerf, not her actual air dodge. Of course, it could be both. To give her less advantage for... Because if she does that and you're attacking, you're just out of luck, and now you're in disadvantage, and it sucks. Mithra, neutral attack 2, extended the amount of time opponents will be in the damage animation when hit by the tip of the attack. Again, it's the same thing as Pyra's neutral attack 2. It seems like it's just there to make sure opponents who get hit by the jab stay in it and don't fall out. Mithra side smash attack, reduce the detection for opponents while charging. Same thing as Pyra. I assume there's a wind box of some kind or whatever. I don't know how or where it is. I've never seen it, but that's the only thing I can infer from the text. And Mithra neutral special. The launch distance of the last hit now changes depending on the opponent's weight. That one, the way it's worded makes me think that the opponent got launched a specific distance. Regardless of their weight, it was only based on percent. Which means Mithra could probably cheese out some stocks against some heavies when she wasn't supposed to. I don't know if that's what that means, but that's what it tells me. So, honestly, that's all there is. Pyra Mithra changes. Mithra got a nerf to her air dodge. And Banjo got some good buffs. Steve got a change. Bayonetta got some pretty good buffs, I'd say. Ryu got a hit detection change. The Mii's got some good stuff for sure. Rosalina and Luma got a change. Olimar got... I mean, it's a buff, technically. And Marth got some good buffs as well. So, that seems to be it. Like I said, I will try to show images of all the moves and attacks as I talk about them. But thank you all for watching. I hope you have a wonderful day, evening, or night. And I will see you all in the next one. Bye!